Hello and welcome back to Sonic Unleashed Part 9, and in this episode we'll be continuing on through Chun-Nan Night as well as we go through the Dragon Falls level. This was another level that I had to do multiple takes of because of, I think I got a game over, a couple, like 1 or 2 game overs here, and when you get a game over it kicks you back to the world map, and that's about all it does.
Oh, it kicks you back to the world map, meaning you have to start the level from the beginning. Nice.
Yeah. Alright, so here is where we start end up having to first really deal with the mage projectile users. They are significantly more difficult to deal with than I would like to admit. But if you do manage to stun them, with the wear clap or other stun methods, then you should be able to handle them quite decently well. The big thing that you got to remember about the mage units is that their projectile attacks do still do some pretty significant damage, and that although you have a shield, it's not useful.
I like your use of colloquial terms for this game. The wear slap.
Yes.
There's the wear punch, the wear kick from Werehogs. They wear slap with their white gloves.
This game does not ever get us a wear kick. I do believe that there's a wear punch in theory, but I'm not entirely sure. I mean, I know that the HD version has got the charged wear punch, but that is not something that I ever managed to unlock successfully.
So far, I have registered that the combat in this game is pretty easy.
Yes, the combat specifically is very easy, which is why I end up getting S ranks in a majority of the Werehog levels that we play.
Because you see, if this was Devil May Cry 3, there would be a lot fewer flutes in the background.
Yes, but that's because Devil May Cry 3 uses guitars more than woodwind.
Kick ass. Jump.
These segments are not as stressful as I'm making them look, but they feel very stressful, so screw them.
Super Mario 64 let you jump from a pole in any one in a 3-dimensional direction. Sonic gets to choose one of 4.
Well, technically one of 8, but yeah.
Well, where are the other 4 directions?
Well, there's directly up, there's directly down, and I believe that if you time it correctly, you could potentially jump diagonally off. But don't do that, because if you're jumping diagonally off, you refuse to actually land safely on other targets.
I still stand that Nintendo has clearly won this platforming game.
Oh yeah, Mario platforming is way better than Sonic Unleashed platforming.
And I also just realized for the first time that cutscenes will pause the game clock.
Yes, but the reason for that is in order to stress that your in-game time is actually important for your end of level ranking. It's not a significant pause.
Versus what a lot of games do, where they will eat up a portion of the game of the usable clock in your time with cutscenes that you cannot skip.
Yeah.
And if you do, the time will have elapsed anyway.
I've never actually had that happen. I know that does happen in certain games, but I don't recall it. I don't recall what games it happens in. I want to say it happens in Parappa the Rapper, but Parappa the Rapper doesn't really, as far as I know, doesn't really have any significant timing things going. Damn it, no!
Well, I can think of one of the most famous examples I can think of while we backtrack is Resident Evil 4, where at the very end of the game you have a 3-minute clock because Ada pushed the button to set off the remote time bombs. But she uses up the first 22 and 2600ths of a second in order to explain that there is a premise that demands your attention in order to complete the game. So you have not 3 minutes, but 2 minutes, 37 seconds, and 74 hundredths.
Okay. It's technically thousands at that point, isn't it?
No, it's
It's 3 digits.
you might be right.
Yeah.
No, it's two digits, so they're hundreds. Hundreds.
But that's the thing. They display 3, don't they?
Yeah.
Actually, no. This was GameCube era. They probably did only display 2 digits.
Yeah, it was only 2 digits.
Okay.
I mean, I tell you what, though, in subsequent Resident Evil games where mercenaries gave you extra points just for having plenty of time left on the clock, they wanted to give you as much wiggle room as possible by including extra increments, so you can get just that many more points.
And whoosh!
Whoosh.
I do like this set piece, for the record. That doesn't mean I'm good at it.
Just don't fall.
Yeah, we already did that once. We don't plan to do it again, even with this slippery dash.
That castle's on fire.
No, that castle has a doorway that's on fire. Completely different.
They shouldn't have dropped the gasoline right there.
Alright,
Yep,
there we go.
there is definitely a fire on screen. Because this fixed camera won't let you look at anything else. No shit.
Water barrel. Throw it fire. Fire is extinguished.
Doorway, go. Slap. Slap. Slap the vases.
Making sure we're not missing any items. And now swing upwards. That is not upwards.
Whoosh,
there we go.
Whoosh, whoosh. Boom.
That's okay. This is the last combat segment for this segment. This section, rather.
See, right?
And so what's new in the world of Cloud today?
Oof. Oh, man. Well, the weather's been pretty good, which is always nice. I'm on book 2 of the Andon now, and it sounds like we're gonna hear a little story, because Aeneas, the eponymous hero of the Aeneid, is gonna need a little refresher on what has happened in the kingdom.
And what all has happened in the kingdom?
Stuff.
Stuff.
I'm still trying to make sense of the context. We started in a seagoing vessel or whatever, or was it that? No, that's right. Aeneas said that he and his troop ended up shipwrecked, even though they were not even on a ship in the first place. Or they're suffering from Davy Jones syndrome. One of the two.
They also got an S-rank on this mission, though, so they'll be okay.
Fuck yeah. You got an S rank on
and
this
we got
mission.
health level 2. Yay!
We're leveling up or something in order to accommodate for the difficulty spike that will occur later.
No, actually, leveling up does not affect the difficulty spikes at all, because a majority of what this game qualifies as difficulty, especially for the Werehog segments, is mostly just the platforming segments of the level design, as opposed to any of the enemy encounters. Yes, there are several enemy encounters that you will want to have additional health for, but not because the enemy design itself is all that challenging. Also, glitch warning. Right. Oh, not right here. Once we go into the building, glitch warning.
Oh boy, glitches. Glitches get stitches.
I would certainly hope so.
Yep, there it was. Yep. Oh yeah. Oh, it is party town in here. Strike up the music. The band has begun. Da, 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 da. It's a day for seizures.
Alright, so what happened there specifically is the plugin that I'm using for my PS2 emulation does not like this room, specifically because of where the camera wants to be. The camera wants to keep going in and out of this room because of where Sonic is on the map. So yeah, it does not like that.
Well, I must say the resolution does look a lot better.
Yes, at this point I have successfully found the plugin settings that I'll be using throughout the rest of the playthrough, making this game look significantly better than when we were first starting off.
Sweet.
However, it does come with some additional problems. Well, rather problems in general as opposed to additional problems. And now we have to deal with wind platforming. Fuck wind platforming.
Wind forming. Use the box.
The box
Why
has missed
did
us.
you drop the box? Oh boy.
I tried to throw it at him, but, but it didn't go all the way
Fell over
across,
like an alarm clock.
I am super nervous about narrow edge platforming. My analog stick was made by the Chinese.
I mean, my analog stick likely was made by the Chinese. Let me pull out my controller here. It is a snake bite. Come on. So, let's see. Trying to find a made-in sticker.
Asia in Mexico?
I'm not seeing. God damn it, we fell off
glitch
again.
time. It's okay. 0 life.
Yeah, I can't. Find a
Platforming
made-in
is the
sticker.
#1 cause of death in the Sonic universe.
Well, at least for the Werehog. I will say that for daytime Sonic, platforming isn't actually all that hazardous. You'll end up dying more often due to spike placement and timeouts rather than platforming when it comes to daytime Sonic.
Oh yeah, daytime Sonic, totally. Werehog Sonic, on the other hand, is vulnerable to platforming deaths and glitch crashing.
I kind of. I mean, I have problems with glitches, but that's mostly because I'm using emulation for this as opposed to an actual PS2 copy. An actual PS2 copy is mostly stable. At least as far as I know.
It doesn't have the prison bars of death syndrome.
Right. Again, that's my video. That's my video plugin not liking where Sonic is on the map.
Go through the right half where we have disintegrated the flames. Whoosh.
That worked. More platforming. I do like the soundtrack in general, as Pascardette mentioned. That usually the soundtrack is pretty good.
It just, you know what that fucking sound, oh god, glitches. That soundbite of Sonic sprinting around on all fours sounds very much like a Grump Out video that I saw where they did the congratulations screen from all the Super Smash Bros. Brawl characters, and when Sonic came up, it sounded like he was squeezing something really squishy for like 5 seconds straight while he was clapping.
Alright, now just throw the wizard against the wall, or that. There.
That's a new one. I think you did
we
it,
showed
Sonic.
that off slightly earlier.
Jesus Christ.
That is the grab combo. The grab combo that Sonic as Werehog can do will only function if you both have it unlocked, because it's one of the unlocked moves, and you have to grab an opponent and then you have to try to melee them whilst you are grabbing them, and then you will do that particular combo. It is somewhat effective against smaller enemies, but groups of larger enemies don't really care because it doesn't actually supply all that much hit stun.
So let us be clear that if you're having a bad day, that Sonic will boot the game up and start beating the crap out of somebody because he's having a bad day too.
Well, Werehog Sonic will. Daytime Sonic has no combat potential aside from homing attack chains.
Sonic's arms sound like they're just made of rubber.
Well, they're supposed to. I mean, that's the visual effect that they're going for.
Well, let me amplify that. Is that they are drawing especially close attention to the rubbery sound of him grasping and holding onto something with his gloved hands.
More combat. Combat on these kind of platforms is terrifying.
Sonic would look perfect with a
Especially
fedora.
when you realize that, hey, wait a minute, they've got projectile guys now. What the hell do I do against those? I don't have projectiles.
Swing on them. You got mid-air attacks? Yeah, mid-air attacks.
Yeah, but if you use your mid-air
We're
attacks,
learning.
then you lose all forward momentum.
Alright, and now slowly swing towards your foe.
Hey, I used my shield.
It was then that Sonic realized that his power level was over 25.
Okay, just I'm gonna do this nice and steadily.
Yep, we're not out of...
And here we
We're
go, our
not-
first giant Dark Gaia monster.
Oh, thank God, it's a new battle theme. Da 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 da.
And yes, since I still don't actually know what
Good.
my unleash mode triggers are, because we've not done the tutorial, I end up doing this fight completely wrong. But we still win it.
Oh, you were blocking pretty effectively.
Yeah, but blocking only reduces the damage you take by about half. It's not a full mitigation, and I wish it were full mitigation, but that would be kind of stupid. But I don't know.
Well, I could see Resident Evil 7 got the whole hand idea from Sonic Unleashed. Because holding your arms off will stop even the most ridiculously deadly of attacks.
Including knives and clubs.
And guns! I think, no, actually I don't think you ever got shot in Resident Evil 7.
That's because, like, the family has a total of one rifle, and it's and the guy that knows how to use it dies before he gets a chance to.
No, that's no fun.
Alright, and in the next episode, I do believe we're going to go and fight the Chunnan boss? I think so. And level 3. Yay!
Sweet.
Be safe, everybody.
We
More
like
secrets.
leveling up.
Well, I do.